Hi guys, and welcome to another video. We are on the 24th of May and we are back in the store and we're watching Pamela as she is frantically rearranging the whole shop again. So what's the plan, Stan?
We've got finished tidying up, organised the place, we've got some deliveries that we need to check in and let our customers know, and then it's back onto the website today.
So random things that we get a lot of, it is phone calls to say, are you opened? What time are you open? Do you sharpen skates? Customers coming in asking that,
skates?
do you sell skates? So we've decided that what we're going to do is we're going to make a slight skate wall. So far we've just started here, but we'll obviously keep you updated with this one because obviously we're going to add some more skates to this. Obviously Pam has now got a little dividing wall in here as well, which is quite good. Obviously, as you can see, jerseys and Cold-Blooded Sports hats. Yes, you can buy them on the website. Hopefully Pamela has put them up, and if she hasn't, I will put them up at some point today.
See you soon!
So repair wise in the back shop today, I have a set of shoulder pads from Lewis Young, who plays with Solway Sharks. Now Lewis was very, how would I put it, set in his ways that he wanted as small a shoulder pad as possible. So what we actually did is we made a Frankenstein harness for him. So we put windmill shoulder caps on them, and obviously he's got a CCM Jet Speed harness here as well. But what I need to do is add this bit back on because the padding burst, or the stitching burst on this bit. So it's came off and we're going to repair this. We've also got 4 of the Pirates gloves that are still sitting here that need PAM repairs. This one doesn't actually need PAM repairs, it's just a little bit of stitching on the fingers. This one is obviously the worst, so we'll get patching them up as well today at some point. We also have another pair of skates that's ready to go out. If you watched a couple of videos ago, we had it was an inline conversion to, an ice skate conversion to an inline conversion to an inline conversion back to an ice conversion. So we've finally got them ready and the customer's just coming to pick them up. So what we actually have to do now is get them sharpened and get them ready for Joe Bar. So, are you going to give us a walk round now?
Well, we have a nice
apart from the fact it still needs to get hoovered, which I'll do that later.
Yes, you're the Hoover boy. So we've got our skate wall. So now, yes, we do sell skates.
Yes, we sell skates. Yes, we sell figure skates also.
We've got our stick corner, which will have more sticks when we start the new season.
Yep.
Protective wall.
Again, not a lot in stock at the moment due to the fact that it's off season, but this will get busier.
We've got some changes of products coming. The X range is changing. The Alpha stuff's changing, I think.
Good to see you got there.
Couldn't remember the words. But yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. And we'll have some more t-shirts.
Yep, I think that's something that we're going to have to definitely look in now.
Yep, get some more t-shirts back in, get some more Cold-Blooded merch.
Yep.
But we need to get the season underway first.
Yep.
Yeah, tiny shop. Now to the order book to sort out the orders.
So while Pam went to the order book to have a look at the orders, I set about the task of removing the steel from these skates. Now the customer has actually bought new skates and is currently waiting on them. The reason being is they are a dance boot, which is slightly different from actual proper figure skating boot. It's a different pitch, different setup completely. As you can see, it's a slightly smaller blade that's on them. Now basically the customer was looking for a new pair of skates and obviously got some new steels. The new steels were here while she's waiting on her new skates. Obviously she's going elsewhere to get her skates. In that time, obviously we have decided that we were going to change the steels for her because our other steels were getting very low. Originally this was meant to be a very straightforward repair or replacement, but unfortunately there was a couple of holes that didn't match with the new steels in comparison to the old steels, so we had to be very, very accurate with this one. And obviously we didn't want the skate to be off in any way, shape or form. What's happening, guys? We are back in the store. It is Tuesday the 28th of May and we are pretty much going through the summer, which is pretty quiet, but I've got a couple of repairs to do on gloves which you will see in time lapse, and we'll introduce you to Pam. Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Today I want to make massive headway on our new website. So I'm in the middle of creating the CSV upload files for pulling over our product library from one website to the other website, and I'll be churning through that today.
Cool.
It's pretty boring. It's sitting in front of a spreadsheet all day, but we really now need to get it done. So we're on a deadline, a self-imposed deadline.
Yep. So it's probably we've only been open for maybe about an hour, but we've had a couple of customers in, a couple of skate sizings and a goalie stick pick up. Shout out Paul Aitken, I know you're going to be liked and you're going to be subscribed.
You're fucking better. Imagine taking all this time to go and subscribe to our channel. I mean, what do you think, you've been offshore?
Exactly. Right, well,
yeah.
let's get to it. So guys, off camera we have got this sewn back in place with the trusty Speedy Stitcher, so that'll be it, so hopefully it won't fall back off again. Obviously the kind of little customization features that I added to this one myself was, obviously it's a JetSpeed FT390 harness with the windmill shoulder pads. So guys, we're back to the sewing again. This one is just needle and thread. Basically there was a split in the outside of the glove on the back of the palm, which didn't warrant a Speedy Stitcher repair because the Speedy Stitcher sometimes can be too abrasive, too thick, so this one we decided to change it up a little bit and do it by hand. So guys, as you can see, the trusty Speedy Stitcher is back out again, and the reason for this is this one is just a patch repair on the palm of a pair of the Pirates gloves. This one was due to a butt end that was a little bit rough, which had started to basically tear the palm slightly. So the reason why I decided it wasn't warranted to put a full palm in is because the hole wasn't big enough, and this is basically going to patch it and give it reinforcement to make sure that it doesn't tear all the way through. So guys, back on another pair of gloves. As you can see, I have removed this piece here. It's obviously got a hole in it. This part's got a hole in it as well. So what I planned to do now is basically replace this entire piece. So what I'm going to do is I've got leather sitting in the drawer. I'm going to make a template and then sew this in. But what I'm also going to do is make a template from this and then use a piece of this part here to replace over the hole, so it's going to be reinforced. So here we go. So guys, off camera, what I've done is basically cut my piece of leather and glue it into place, and now what I'm going to do is start the stitching. So Speedy Stitcher out again, and we're basically just going to go around the edges of the piece of leather that I glued into place. This is to make sure that it doesn't fall off the glove and basically holds for the remainder of the life of the glove. Now you will probably find that the players will have to re-palm or replace certain parts of the glove over the course of the season next year. Some of these gloves, like I say, the palms were absolutely perfectly fine after a season of use, and some players obviously started to wear through because of the tape or lack of tape on their butt end. So basically, like I say, glue it into place, sew it into place, and then it won't move. So guys, I didn't really want to bore you with the rest of the sewing, but that's pretty much all of the other gloves done. A lot of the gloves had a problem with the piping round out here. It came loose, so that was all Speedy stitched back in place. Predominantly, I would probably say 9 out of 10 gloves were exactly the same, and 2 or 3 of them needed palm replacements or partial palm replacements. So that's them being done and ready to go back to the Pirates. So welcome back. We are on Wednesday night and we've had quite a busy night so far. I think we've had 2 or 3 pairs of skates sold so far tonight. How many heat molds did you say?
4.
4 heat molds, and we've had about 20 sharpenings-ish. So now I am on another pair of gloves, taking the palm out and replacing it with a palm that I managed to acquire last season.
And I'm updating the orders. And the website.
Thanks for that interesting insight, Pamela. So the glove came in originally with a hole in the palm. I'm just getting to that part there to show you. There it is there, as you can see. So what I've decided to do, instead of patching it, because the leather is so thin and it's such a entry-level glove, I've decided I'm going to just put another palm in it. I had a friend that managed to get me these made, shout out Gareth. So Gareth obviously got me these ones sorted, so I'm going to put this in this glove and then basically see how it goes. So the old palm is now out of the glove, as you can see. New palm is sitting ready to go. We had to do just a little bit of trimming because it was a little bit extra material just here, because it's technically for a different style of glove. It's actually meant for the covert range instead of the alpha range, but we'll make it work. So guys, Stephen from the future here again, just to let you guys know that I actually forgot and deleted the footage of me showing the glove. That was the full repam. So there is a picture of the glove, or there is the glove, not the picture of, and as you can see it's all been sewn in place. So guys, it's now Saturday and we are back in the store. As you can see from the window behind me, it is a glorious sunny day in Scotland, which means that we will be dead. So what we've basically planned to do today is I've got a couple of repairs to do. I've got a full re-eyelet to do on a set of bowers, and Pam is busy working on orders again.
Yep, orders, and going to try and build the catalogue system for the new website. I really want to get that over the line as quickly as possible, because if we don't get it over the line, we're going to have to update the old site and the new site simultaneously, and that's twice the work. So if we can get the new site over the line quickly, it means we only have one site to update.
And then hopefully we stop having issues with our website as well. And obviously I know that there's a couple of customers have said to us that we don't answer the phones. Yes, our phones were down for a little while, but now they're back up again. Now the reason why that is we were talked into a contract. Pam will be able to talk about that a little bit more.
So most of you are all aware, your BTs and your Virgins and everybody else will be busy telling you that the analogue systems, the analogue lines that we've all traditionally had are coming to an end. They're getting rid of that infrastructure. So as a business customer, we were in the same situation. So we wanted to look to a system that was a little bit more mobile and a bit more better, but we didn't want to lose the landline number, which is the 8890099 number. So we were looking for a mobile contract, one line, that we could port on the landline number onto. We were badly sold a package from BT, and we're now paying through the nose for a 4-year contract for 5 lines that we don't need, with 0 data, and we are about £160 a month for effectively a calls only package. We can't get out of. So it has been up and down. We're now we've came to the end of a broadband line, so and they're all going as well, so we now need to renegotiate our broadband line to get a better broadband line that's going to obviously stand the test of time as they turn off all those analogue lines and go to fibre optic.
So explain what happened with the phone lines a couple of weeks ago where they were cut off completely because apparently we had to update a SIM card that they never sent us.
Yeah, so something to do with, I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but apparently there was a legislation change or some policy came in from the government, and anyway they had to replace the SIM cards for this 4-year contract, and neglected to send us our SIM cards, and just completely and utterly turned off our SIM card. And the first we knew about it was when the service went down and we couldn't get anything to connect, we couldn't get any calls to come through, nothing was working. So after several phone calls put through to BT, we finally narrowed it down to the fact that they had slipped up and never sent us our SIM cards, which were express DPD'd to ourselves for I think 2 days later. But effectively we had no phones for I think a week.
Yeah, but we've had issues with this.
We've had this before. It's been up and down and it just disappears.
Yeah.
And
so
then
that's one of the reasons why if you're trying to call us and you can't get a hold of us, because the phone is literally sitting there in front of Pam at any given time.
Now you have to also bear in mind it's just me. Stephen's usually in the back. Today's an abnormal day, it's quiet, the sun's out, it's summer. We can get a lot more answered in the summertime. During the season the phone can ring and ring and ring, and I can't physically get to it because I have a shop full of customers. We're going to trial the headset for next season to see if it helps any, but if I'm focused on sizing a customer or fitting a customer, it's extremely rude of me to then go excuse me and go and answer a call. I get that you guys are trying to get through to us, and it's why you will get maybe emails or messages out of hours or at 5 o'clock when I can finally sit down and check the phone. It is just Stephen and I. We're wading through Facebook messages, Twitter messages, Instagram. We've now launched the YouTube channel, as you know. We've got 5 different email inboxes, one for myself, one for Stephen, the central sales box, the accounts box, the box that the website goes to. Then we're checking Google, and then the phone voicemails. It takes a lot of time, and I'm not trying to get you to feel sorry for us. I'm not giving it poor me. But just bear in mind that is what takes a lot of our time, is trying to answer everything, and we do miss it because we are just 2 people in one shop with a family trying to do our best. We don't have a backup team. We don't have anybody behind us. If we're ill, it's just us. And if we have a day out where we're really unwell, or if Stephen's got to go for surgery, or he's going in his stag do, or any reason, or we go to a tournament, that's a day, that's a shut day. Then there's not a lot can happen. We just have to grin and bear it. And we've answered telephone calls, and funny story, I think in the first year Stephen was getting messages at the dinner table on Christmas Day. We will always try our best to answer, but over the years we've developed a line. There has to be a line where you stop and say, it's 8 o'clock at night, I'm not answering that until tomorrow. It's 9 o'clock at night, I'm not answering that tomorrow. Stephen's had messages at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And
yep.
On that note,
so guys, this is the repair that's in today. Obviously for new eyelets, I've already made a start of taking them out. As you can see, it's the 2-piece eyelet that Bauer has, and most of them have came out on the other skate. This skate actually seems okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to replace all of them. As you can see, that one there is pretty ropey, so we're going to just replace all of the eyelets. So here we go. So guys, a couple of things that I've had comments about is how people can't really see what I'm doing when I'm doing the repairs. Obviously you can see the mount on the top left of the mirror, where I used to use that, but you couldn't actually see me doing any of the rivets or the eyelets. So I've been playing about with a couple of different views. I thought you'd like to have a look at this one to see the whole surrounding area. The next one will be a little bit more up close and personal. So there we have it, all finished. Apparently these have been dubbed the Thanos eyelets, but I quite like them. So guys, here is another little repair that has come in. An eyelet has come all the way through a pair of True Customs, and it's not just on one skate, it is now on 2. So this is going to be literally a quick repair just to get the guy by. His new skates are on the way, these are pretty well used, shall we put it. So yep, so let's get to it. So as you can see guys, these skates were very, very well used. This is a kid that has got a budding career in ice hockey ahead of himself. So what we decided to do was basically just do a quick patch repair on these by using ballistic nylon. The ballistic nylon is inside and outside of the boot, which wraps over the area which is burst. And then obviously we drill through the ballistic nylon, burn it with a lighter to try and stop the frayed ends, and then obviously put an eyelet into place. So guys, that's the repair finished. So it's ballistic nylon that's been sewn in here with an eyelet added in on both skates just to get them by. New character unlocked. So when are you going to do your interview?
No idea.
Are you up for an interview?
Maybe after I come back on holidays.
Right, okay. So what we'll need to do is any of the viewers that have got any specific questions that want to ask Toby, you can put them in the comment section below.
Clean.
Keep it clean. Maybe even get a wee interview for wee Beto, see if she's interested. Having to
The life behind
the life
man
behind,
in stripes.
exactly. How she manages to put up with Toby Craig.
Oh, there'll be a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, exactly. Aye, quiet man, eh? So there was me saying it was going to be absolutely dead today because it was a beautiful day outside, and how wrong were we? We had plenty of sharpenings in, we had a load of repairs in as well, obviously as you've seen, if you watched the time lapses and some of the other things that we did. So yeah, it was actually pretty busy. We had a visit, obviously as you've seen, from Mr. Craig himself, confirming that he will be doing his interview at some point, so get your questions in for him in the comments below. Obviously then we had a friend that we've not seen probably about 4 or 5 years pop in as well, just to say hello, so hence why a lot of the stuff never really got recorded. I was kind of working in the background trying to kind of keep everybody else out the kind of video. That's it for today. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you later, folks.